Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good spread. Foot in. And here's Couch. Goes looking wide. Diaz. It'll be a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 20 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 14. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Threads one in. Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Nesta has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Good ball, good take. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And that's a poor penalty.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
All hands on deck for this one.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Bellingham. The referee's awarded a free kick. Albert Ferrer has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. It's Couch! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. Barcelona have surely won it. Or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to...
Xabi Alonso is the guilty party there. Xabi Alonso has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Diaz. That pass has been well intercepted. Robertson. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Couch. Nicely spread. Ambrosini providing an outlet. A header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's being shifted off it. Diaz. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book. That has not gone well. That's at the end. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less... Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear, and to miss out on them would be unthinkable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that, really. And the shot! Goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played into space. That's Mbappe! And that's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
New Mexico United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Costa Curta. And it's Messi. And it's Cruyff. Silvestre is the guilty party there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Van Dijk. And here's Messi. Barcelona have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Cruyff! Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Cruyff.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira does well not to be outdone there. Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. That is good strength. Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a pretty loose pass.
New Mexico definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
He has found a way through. Neymar running at top gear. Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that's going to be a booking. Vieira. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Engages and forces him off the ball. This might spell danger. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Messi. The ball is bounced loose now. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise. Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get it through? Maldini spots it and intercepts. Now that's a lovely exchange. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Neymar. Neymar going forward. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? And that's off target.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bellingham bops him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Pelé. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Vieira. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's well positioned here. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18.
The second period is on the way.
el dorsal 20.
Barcelona changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score.
El dorsal 21.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
El dorsal 23. Ambrosini.
Nesta.
El dorsal 16.
Neymar. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Messi. That is lovely. Driving through the... Shot a goal! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
New Mexico really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's a throw. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Cruyff. Bellingham. And here's Messi. No way through, so back it comes. Neymar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
New Mexico are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Now who's going to be first to this? Neymar herring after the ball here. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Neymar probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Neymar picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Brilliant save from Buffon!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi. Neymar. Cruyff. No, again there's no way through. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Takes on his marker. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Messi. Cruyff. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Maldini. Now Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And it's Ambrosini. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Brilliantly cut out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thinks about... He's having a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's... Mbappe! Well taken goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that's it. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display. Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred...
Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind. Aimed beyond the defence, and that's aimed into the middle. Ambrosini, great defending, strong and determined. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Count, and it's Bellingham. Camavinga, and that has been slung wide. Here's Benatia. Hernandez. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Count. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Rodri. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. And it's Ribéry. He's looking wide. Ribéry. And it's skewed away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ribéry providing an outlet on that flank. Bellingham. Busquets. Messi. Messi going fake. Ribéry! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's the shot! He's found some space. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barcelona faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So the most significant moment of the game. One winner. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Pass is just off target. And here's Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Brilliantly cut out. Knocks it into space. Now it's Count. Bellingham. Oh, red. Nice interception. Messi has it out wide and in space. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
the most accurate pass. That's destined for the flank. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. Ribéry. Hernandez. Madrid are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Now, the ball's gone astray. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Camavinga. And here's Kane. Played out to the left flank. Now the delivery. No, again there's no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a throw-in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Busquets. Some really good ball movement. And that is expertly dealt with. And the shot! It's hit the upright. And he shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And here's Ribéry. Bellingham. And it's Count. Well, now here's a good... And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Well, that is the first half done and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Cambio de jugadores.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Where it came from. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He's found a way through. Benatia does well not to be outdone there. Ribéry looking to be a menace in the final third. Hernandez. Van Dijk. Rodri. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Busquets. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Ribéry. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Deftly away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Olmo. He has found a way through. And he's intervened well there. Camavinga. Looks to the other side. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Kane, distributed tidily. Tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
El dorsal 15.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Neymar. Barcelona have a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vinicius Junior just eases him off the ball. Now it's Kane. Now it's Camavinga. And it's Neymar. That is good alertness. No foul, says the referee. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri. Kane. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, he's taking on his man here. Oh, well played, well played. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Messi. El dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So we have movement on both benches. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Rodri, looking for the run. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
It's just beyond his reach. De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. Busquets. And it's Hakimi.
3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's going across goal. Ah, that's a fine interception. Tries one from range. Oh, that was it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only... Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Robertson, Mbappe, and Robertson. Akanji, Yamal, and it's Ribéry. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Driving on and making good progress. That looks a good ball through. Well, that's an excellent interception. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Crunching tackle. Tries to play it through. And that's been won straight back. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers...
Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's there to get it away. Opts for safety. Great vision. It'll be a throw-in. Stood up well to him there. Just eases him off the ball. He's had a shot! Dani Olmo. And this is Neymar. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Van Nistelrooy in the hunt and looking threatening. He has found the way through. Oh, super ball. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now it's Busquets. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Ball's gone out of play. That is good strength. He's picked his way through. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Goes for goal!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Ribéry, Rafinha. He's found and the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pinches it off him. That has been cut short. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Akanji. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. And Jamal.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. That's the keeper's ball. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. The second period is underway. So the first half brought no goals. Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. And Akanji. Jamal. And Rafinha. Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Looking for the run. In towards the backs. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Rafinha. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's delightful. And he is dashed. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been... This time, surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
He's in a great position here. Hangs in across, and a header! Nearly, but not quite.
Pelé certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Yamal. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's in, goes for a shot! And he has his goal! And we have liftoff! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He is through here. That's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cracking ball. Plenty to aim at here. Takes a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their third corner. Neymar with the short one. Neymar has the space to scheme. Neymar! Oh, it rattles the bar. And he can thump it away. Lovely feet. Pele.
Oh, really well played. Barcelona are desperately trying to regain the momentum, and they've certainly upped the supply.
Dani Olmo. Your impression so far, Jim? And Van Nistelrooy! And it's come back out to him. And that's a tiny finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
El dorsal 21.
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
El dorsal 11.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm.
That's rather hopeful. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Showing great feet there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Barcelona seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
And it's Ribery. Just about within shooting range.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Dani Olmo is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Messi. He's gone for goal. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. So their fourth corner of the game. Neymar goes short. And here's Neymar. Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Neymar. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 20.
He's found a way through. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's got away. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, what a mistake! Great chance! He's got a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's shifting through the gears here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's the chance to counter. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And we're underway.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Driven in. Oh, great leap! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a good ball out wide. Dani Olmo tries a cross. Barcelona have their second corner now. Dani Olmo with the short one. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Malta do have a chance to counter here. And they are prompt with their pressing. And it's Van Nistelrooy. This looks promising. Closing in on goal. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he thumps it clear. That is ended up in no man's land. He's had a shot! Well, the first goal came from this. Dani Olmo plays it short. And this is Pele! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Chance, surely! And he can thump it away. The shot, and there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying, and that was as close to certain as can be.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Minutes is number 19,
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Distributed tidily. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pele will not want to lose it. De Bruyne! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. De Bruyne. Van Nistelrooy! And he hits the net. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Dani Olmo! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's having a shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Number 21.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ball is over the line. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's having a hit! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Busquets. This is a promising build-up.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Great vision. Shot could be on. He's found a way. Tries a shot! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that's another good win of the ball. That looks a cracking ball. Tries one from range. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. The second half is up and running. That's tidy.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo, a header! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. Some resolute defending there. Nicely shaped ball. Header! Oh, he's hit the bar! And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, nice touch.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And this is Pele. The referee's awarded a free kick. What a save! Terrific reactions! And the ball's come loose here. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that pass isn't the best. Albert Ferrer. Ambrosini. Oh, he's having a go! Howson. Busquets. Van Nistelrooy being watched hawkishly here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Oh, well played, well played. And Rossini concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good spread. Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. Count. He is through here. Doué. Great chance! And a neat finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk.
Oh, what has happened? Oh, shooting chance! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
74 minutes is number 13.
Malta can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Doué does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's in! It's counts! Counts! That is superb! A finish of true class! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two.
Number 25.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Busquets did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Can he get it through? Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Very nicely done. And here's Dani Olmo. Now this Doué! And that has faded wide.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Count. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. And that could well leave a mark.
Added time.
Now, he's got space here. Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. 5 minutes to add. Aims beyond the defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick slip. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, And the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It would have to be Kenan Yildiz, Peter, because he really is one of the golden boys of his generation. I think his signature move is to take the ball on the turn and drift out to that left wing and take on whoever presents himself in front of him. He may be a playmaker, but likes to progress with the...
Tries a shot! Doué charging forward, the ball at his feet. Silvestre, nicely weighted ball. Pelé picks it up out wide. An instinctive... and a header! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Turkey finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Oh, given away. Oh, super ball. Shot could be... and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Two 0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Under an awful lot of pressure. Demiral. Could be danger here. Look at the space here. He's picked his way through, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. That's destined for the flank. He's gone for goal! Oh, that could be pivotal! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's been slipped through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Getting up there! Yes! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, they're
It's Pele! And he steered it beyond the post.
Pele clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Kukçu. Busquets plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He might be in here! Plenty to aim at here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Carazor. 30 minutes gone. Ambrosini, and it's Van Nistelrooy. Played into space, picked out Pele! Oh, it's come off the upright. Al-Mali. Oh, and they're quick. Bellingham concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and that even makes sense.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, played right into his path. It's Pele! Driving on and making good progress. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. He's going for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's Doué. Doué. Oh, this is a very good run. And the finish! And he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Albert Ferrer. Silvestre.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Back to Kolu. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ambrosini. That has been slung wide. No, again there's no way through. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. It's anyone's, and he's following up. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and it's in. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's a cute ball. Now its yield is... takes a shot! And he's heaved it away. Bardakci makes the interception. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Güler. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Dani Olmo! He's put his foot right through that one.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Oh, that is a nice touch. He has found the way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's had a chance! Goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he get on the end of this? Doué. Shot a goal! Superb from Doué! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many? Barcelona are having a ball here. Silvestre scooting forward. Great vision. He's through here, so no flag here. Can he finish? And there's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
En el minuto 78.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
El dorsal 14.
And the shot! And the ball's come loose here.
El dorsal 13. El dorsal 8.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
That's a good foray he's making. Oh, that's neat. He's found a way through. Great chance! Well taken goal. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Barcelona have opted to make another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's put paid to the danger. Mulder. Azar. And he plays one through. And oh, just a keeper now! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mulder. Ambrosini.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Demiral.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kajolu. Ambrosini. And it's Azar. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Jude takes the shot! Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Pedri. He's a sharp little ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Kubasi. That's headed upfield. Fabian Ruiz. Looking for a runner. Doué in acres of space out wide. That is a crunching tackle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ansu Fati. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's looking wide. Can he get it through? This looks promising. Shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's bustling through here. Grimaldo gets in to thwart him. Yamal. It's a good run down the right. Plays it across. And that should get the job done. Big chance! Oh, he's just got under that.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Martinez does really well to win the ball there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Spread out to the left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the counter is on. That's been slipped through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Half an hour played now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out brilliantly. Llorente pokes it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Llorente. Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. Ekitike! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a fancy looking ball, that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Lovely bit of skill. Great chance! And that's a good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Dembele gets a foot in here. And he's in on goal. He'll try from distance. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. France were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. Pour le remplacer.
So right back into the action.
29.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Camavinga. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good chance here. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Some resolute defending there. Ansu Fati shifted it to the flank. Williams. Tries to play it through. Rodri. France needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Williams, he has found a way through. Nico Williams tries a cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And smartly reclaimed. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's got away from it. Fabian Ruiz! And he's following up! Camavinga. Doué going forward. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for options for movement. Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time. It's a pretty loose pass. He's free, he has got space. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.